Grim, level 20 upgrade. So today I'm going to be installing RPM's front and rear A-arms. Thankfully, they have the same size arms for the front and back, so all I had to do was get the same part twice. Anyways guys, let's go ahead and get these installed. First thing to do is I need to take off all 4 of the tires that are held on with the 4mm nut. With the tires out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and switch out the front A-arms first. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the front bumper. It's held in with 3 screws. Pull that off, and now I'm going to take off the front brace. It's held on with a single screw. Go ahead and pull off the brace. Next up, we need to go ahead and remove the sway bars, if you have them. They're just held in with a screw. Next up, we need to go ahead and take off the bottom of the shocks. Each one is held in with a single screw. Now it's time to move to the bottom of the arm, and we need to go ahead and take out this axle pin. Once you unscrew it, you can go ahead and pull it out the rest of the way. Now we can go ahead and pull out this pin, and then the whole A-arm should come right on out. Sometimes you're going to need pliers to pull out these axle pins. Alright, now it's time to go ahead and install the new A-arms. As you can see, the design is a bit different, and the plastic, even though there isn't as much, believe me, this is made out of a better material. So, first things first, we're going to go ahead and slide the bottom of the A-arm into this little nook, line everything up, and reinstall the axle pin. Then we're going to get the base pin, and then we're going to line up the A-arm with the diff casing, slide that in, and now we're going to reinstall the screw that holds the shock to the A-arm. Now we're going to go ahead and move over to the sway bar and reattach that to the A-arm. Now for the chassis brace, you can see that one side is curved. We're going to have the curve go towards the top of the RC and the flat part go towards the bottom. Slide that into position, get the screw, and reinstall it. Last thing to do for the front is to reinstall the front bumper. It's held in, of course, with 3 screws. Moving on to the back, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the bumper. I'm going to go ahead and take out these 2 screws. Since I have the RPM bumper, I can just go ahead and swing the bumper back, push down this support, and then I'm going to go ahead and undo this screw for the brace. Pull out the screw, pull off the brace, and then I can also take out the pins. Moving down to the bottom of the A-arm, I'm going to go ahead and take out the axle pin that holds on the axle carrier. With that out of the way, I'm going to lean the A-arm back and undo the screw that holds on the bottom of the shock, as well as the one for the sway bar. Alright, now that we got the old A-arm off, we're going to go ahead and get the new one. And it would be this one. And now, same thing as with the front. Pretty much identical, but now it's time for the reverse process. So first thing I'm going to do is reattach the shock using a screw, as well as reattach the sway bar. So now I gotta go ahead and line up the axle carrier to the bottom hole of the A-arm and reinstall the axle pin. Now it's time to go ahead and get the top of the A-arm, so I'm going to slide them back into position. Then I'm going to reinstall the pins that hold them to the side of the diff housing. Next up, I'm going to get the brace, and instead of the grooves going up, I'm going to make sure that the flat end goes to the top instead. Line everything up and reinstall the screw that holds it in. With that all taken care of, I'm going to swing the bumper back up, line it into position, and reinstall the 2 screws. Last but not least, I need to go ahead and reattach all 4 tires. Here's before. And here, of course, is after. I have to admit, I do like the look of the RPM arms. So before I end this video, I have to give a big shout out to everyone who's helped me on Patreon. Because of you guys, this upgrade was possible. And that was Grim's level 20 upgrade.